Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me on my first installation of my YouTube channel, Bold Shifts with Monica X. So I'm really excited to get it going. I had made a promise to myself that no matter what, I was going to start my YouTube channel today. And I had so many reasons as to why I should not. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never really edited a video. Who cares about what I have to say? What time do I actually have to make this video? But you know what? As well as I am at making excuses, I'm also amazing at getting things done. I try to consider myself, I don't try, I do consider myself a dream birther and a goal accomplisher. So what does that mean to me? I love dreaming. That was me as a child. I was the daydreamer. I was the student that the teachers were like, hey, snap out of it. We're talking, we're participating, what's going on? And I would just get engulfed in images and places and things to do and ways to be because I was really excited about it. Growing up, I didn't have much, and getting through the day-to-day pains and experiences really was guided through my imagination. So what does that mean for me now? I can imagine anything. Tell me, Monica, I want to be an astronaut. Boom. I can tell you the 5 steps you need to take to get to there, to move into NASA, to get your astronaut living lifestyle going. I can also tell you how I see you looking as you put on your uniform and gear up and walk up the skywalk into the shuttle. I can tell you all of it. I am a big picture person. So I definitely say that that is a skill set of mine. And it really has guided me professionally into my work as a clinical therapist, as a professor, and all of the other facets of work that I've been able to do. My consulting work, my partnerships with different businesses. My capacity to see the big picture has been phenomenal. And I'm positive that this is going to be an amazing attribute as I move and shift and pivot into coaching. So for this video, I don't want it to be super long. I just wanted to do a brief introduction of as to who I am, what do I do, and how do I do it. So that you not only get to build a bit of a relationship with me, I get to impress you with the things that I am constantly motivated to do and to be and to have. So, who am I? My name is Monica X, and I have been in the world of helping others probably since birth, but professionally trained for about 11 years. So, I am a clinical licensed social worker, and that work has really aligned with my general purpose of creating amazing lives for individuals, especially people of color. I have been blessed, blessed with the joy and the ability to impact so many lives each and every day through my company, Clinicians of the Diaspora. So what Clinicians of the Diaspora is and what we do is we are a clinical therapy organization or company rather, that uses the skills, the bodies, and the supports of Black and Brown clinicians to change the lives of Black and Brown people. I am a firm believer that there is something magical that happens when people of color help other people of color. There's a nuance, there's a magic, and it can't be replicated. It just has to exist in that way, in my opinion. So I feel very charged each and every day to do that work. Since its inception in 2018, Clinicians of the Diaspora has been able to impact the lives of over 200 people. And this is with minimal marketing. This is just really word of mouth. So it really makes me very proud of the work that I get to do. Because even though I don't get the accolades each and every day, to know that my work supersedes who I am and enters rooms that I have not entered really is impressive. So I'm excited to continue that work. Currently, we have 3 full-time clinicians that work with different individuals and 1 part-time clinician. And I'm hoping to bridge that out because I definitely believe that more people of color deserve the work and services that we're able to produce out of our clinic. And within the next few years, I imagine I propose that it will become a much larger clinic with a much larger reach. So that's what I do primarily. So primarily I am the CEO and owner and inspirational lead of clinicians of the diaspora. I currently also teach, which I really, really enjoy. So I am a professor. I've taught at many different institutions, including the Icon School of Medicine in New York. I've taught at NYU. I've taught at Hunter College out of New York as well. And I've also taught in the University of Maryland. And what that experience has given me is, it's a mouthful, but it's the capacity to teach other individuals a lesson, a story, an experience, a theory in a way that's digestible and relatable. And I think that there, it's so profound because I believe many people think they can teach, and perhaps they could for some. But what makes it different is how can I make this relatable? How can I relate this to something that matters to me, right? Because that elevates the learning experience from just understanding a concept to internalizing a concept. And that sort of methodology or way of being translates into my therapeutic practice. How can I make what I'm explaining to you relatable? How does it make sense to you in your own personal experience, in your cultural experience, in your gender identity experience? And it's that personalized mark that I think makes my work a bit above the measure. And teaching is something I've always enjoyed doing. I love talking to others. I love expressing ideas. I love having conversations and discussions. And I am pivoting both the skills of my clinical practice as well as my teaching work to move into coaching. So I believe that it is my belief, rather, that the work that I'm going to do in my coaching is something quite monumental. I am addressing a topic that I think many people are living with, and it's their relationship to money. And I think there's tons of coaches that are doing this work, right? It's, hey, how do you make more money? How do you invest? How do you gain assets? How do you save? How do you make new concepts around your money? Drink less coffee. All of these different approaches as to how to address the money. But my particular thought is there's a lot of trauma that many people have around money. If your family didn't have money, if your family struggled with money, if your family got money and lost money, there's so many aspects to that impacts your relationship to money to this day. And that is the work that I am going to do, that I've been charged to do, because it's something that I have worked on, continuously building upon in my own life. And now that I've been able to master some of these concepts, I want to be able to help the masses, help other people in their process in developing a more healthy and productive relationship to money. I will say briefly that, as I mentioned, I grew up quite poor. 6 people in a 2-bedroom apartment. I resided in one half of a bedroom on a twin size mattress with my younger sister until I was at the age of 14. And money has been something that has been both precarious and desperate in my life. And that translated even in my own doings as I started to make money. I became desperate. I thought it was money was always in scarcity. I never felt like I had enough. I've always been the side hustle queen. Listen, if you know me, you know I'm on my way to my third, fourth, fifth job. And I've always taken pride in that. And I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that if that's your desire. But it was my necessity. So to bring it back to the work that I am doing, I, in my own work with myself, developed what I considered a trauma-informed financial freedom concept. And what that means is I started to free myself from the trauma attached to what my thoughts and experiences have been, and my parents' experiences and thoughts have been, and my community's thoughts and experiences have been with money. And it is a very possible process, but it takes some steps and it takes a lot of support. So that's why I'm here. And I want to end this video because this is just the intro, the preface, if you will. I am going to be talking a lot more in much more detail about what this trauma-informed financial freedom method is, how to put it in place, how you can interact with it, engage with it, start to utilize it for your own goals, and then how does that then shift you into a space? Because my thought is you can't do real financial counseling if you haven't dealt with the trauma, right? And I mean, it makes sense with everything else, right? If you are trying to have an exercise plan and you don't have any of the equipment to do it, then you're not setting yourself up for success. Perhaps you're going to get injured, and that injury is going to delay your ability to engage in the activity. So how about you start with your trauma? Figuring out what you understand. What is your story around money? And that is what I'm here to help you with. So please continue to follow, subscribe, like the video, follow me on TikTok. My TikTok is Bold Shifts with Monica. Same title, same login. Let's stay connected. Let's get to do the work. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon.